Hey guys, my name is Dr. Film, and I'm not qualified to be a doctor. Today, in this review, I'm taking a look at a new film released on HBO Max, and that is The Suicide Squad. Written and directed by James Gunn, this is a standalone sequel to Suicide Squad, released in 2016. Before we get started, you should know that this review will contain minimum spoilers ahead, and if you haven't seen the film, you can check it out on HBO Max or in selected theaters. So without further ado, let's begin the mission. Let's talk about a ragtag of insane criminals, the Suicide Squad. They were crazy, despicable, and fantastic. Each of these actors did well playing their respective roles. And even if these characters say little dialogue or do nothing that much, they would still leave a memorable impact. For instance, this scene.
Is this thing a dog?
A dog?
Yes.
What kind of dog do you think it is, mate?
Oh my god, is it a werewolf? I wanted to meet a werewolf forever.
Yo, they turned me into a werewolf?
That's not right.
Yo, let me know. I do not a werewolf.
Yeah, he's not a werewolf, okay? He's a weasel. He's harmless. I mean, he's not harmless. He's killed 27 children, but, you know, we got him to, I think he's agreed to do this.
Dr. Butler, do something.
Do what, sir?
I don't know, play something nice or goofy.
Do you mean something like this?
What? Oh, and if you want to know what I think about Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, all I can say is that she was born to play this role. She was just wow. Just wow.
Gracias.
You're welcome. As for Amanda Waller, played by Viola Davis, she was freaking terrifying and mean.
Mean to the bone.
In the last movie, she was boring and less intriguing. But in here, she's someone that you do not want to work with or end up in prison with. Ever. Not even in the same room. You have to be like at a distance, like 100 miles away. 1,000 maybe. As for our antagonists, yeah, you wouldn't really care much about them, and it doesn't even matter who they are or what their evil plans are. But the film makes up for it by bringing us our new secret villain, Starro the Conqueror. I don't want to spoil anything, but let's just say James Gunn delivered a great villain that never failed to fascinate us. I mean, who knew that a starfish would be so cool? Not you, Patrick. I was talking about Starro. You know what? Why don't you go into that corner over there and do, Yeah, you do that. As for the action was spot on. It was intense, bloody, and James Gunn did so well giving each character a moment to shine through their unique abilities, such as King Shark and his hungry appetite.
Okay.
Not only that, the humor is done well between our main characters. There weren't any cringe moments or jokes that just fell flat. No. These are jokes that actually made me smile or chuckled, such as this scene.
And your mom, where is she now?
Everywhere.
How is that even possible? To sum up, the action and humor were done a lot better than the last film did. I mean, let's be completely honest here. Can you think of one good action scene, or at least one good joke, from Suicide Squad that you can remember? Just one. Name one.
Ames, if this man shoots me, I want you to kill him, and I want you to go clear my browser history.
Okay, I gotta give him that. It did kind of throw me off guard. Now the story. The story was simple, engaging, and James Gunn did well, drawing faithfully to the source material. And as I mentioned before, James Gunn gave each character a moment to shine, not in action sequences, but in terms of character development. For instance, Ratcatcher 2. You would sympathize with her and realize that at the end of the day, she's just a regular human being. She's someone you can relate to and understand where she's coming from, despite having the ability to control all kinds of disgusting rats, ranging from this rat to this rat and to this rat.
Is that rat waving at me?
It appears it is.
However, there is there's one thing that kind of bugged me from the story, and that is the choice of which character should die. Don't get me wrong, this film is called The Suicide Squad, and I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, but here's the thing. There are certain characters in this movie that dies, and it got me thinking to myself, wait, shouldn't that character live? Isn't that character important? I mean, shouldn't that character live on for future DC projects? I mean, this film is part of the DC Extended Universe here.
So may I remind you that Marvel has revived some of its dead characters to life through various projects, such as Avengers Endgame, WandaVision, and recently Loki. So it's a high probability that the DC Extended Universe will bring back some of its dead characters in future projects.
That's actually a good point. Thank you, Dr. Butler.
You're welcome, sir.
Overall, this film has delightful, insane characters, great direction, and action scenes that you wouldn't dare to imagine. So yeah, there is no doubt that this movie is a big improvement than the last film. Now granted, this film may have a few issues here and there, but if you look past that, you would find yourself appreciating how James Gunn kept you smiling and intrigued throughout the entirety of the movie. So yeah, this film was a blast, and I highly recommend checking it out. Only if you're 18 years or older. I'm watching you. Got the eyes of a hawk. Caw-caw! The Suicide Squad scores an 8.5 out of 10.
Ratatouille, what do you got? Bird. Now it. Stay off the comm.
Well, that's the end of this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, and you can follow me on Instagram at DrFilmRodsess for updates on my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you had a good time. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.
Nope. I can't die! I'm never gonna die!